is involved in our emails, is involved in our websites. Corporate America is doing it as well. If we are a free country, we have the right to be free. Yes, we have to defend ourselves against terrorism, but there are ways to do that without impinging on our constitutional rights and our privacy rights.
The NSA,
Governor Chafee, Edward Snowden, is he a traitor or a hero?
No, I would bring him home. The courts have ruled that what he did was say the American
home, no jail time.
The American government was acting illegally. That's what the federal courts have said. What Snowden did showed that the American government was acting illegally per the Fourth Amendment. So I would bring him home. Yes.
He broke the laws of the United States. He could have been a whistleblower. He could have gotten all of the protections of being a whistleblower. He could have raised all the issues that he has raised. And I think there would have been a positive response to that. In addition, he stole very important information that has unfortunately fallen into a lot of the wrong hands. So I don't think he should be brought home without facing the music.
Governor O'Malley, Snowden.
Anderson, Snowden put a lot of Americans' lives at risk. Snowden broke the law. Whistleblowers do not run to Russia and try to get protection from Putin. If he really believes that, he should be back here.
Senator Sanders?
I think Snowden played a very important role in educating the American people to the degree in which our civil liberties and our constitutional rights are being undermined.
Is he a hero?
He did break the law, and I think there should be a penalty to that. But I think what he did in educating us should be taken into consideration before he is.
Senator Webb? Edward Snowden.
I would leave his ultimate judgment to the legal system. Here's what I do believe. We have a serious problem in terms of the collection of personal information in this country. And one of the things that I did during the FISA bill in 2007, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, was introduced with Russ Feingold 2 amendments basically saying, we understand the realities of how you have to collect this broad information in the internet age, but after a certain period of time, you need to destroy the personal information that you have if people have not been if criminal justice proceedings have not been brought against it. We've got a vast data bank of information that is ripe for people with bad intentions to use, and it needs to be destroyed.
Another question for each of you, starting with Governor Chafee. Name the one thing, the one way that your administration would not be a third term of President Obama.
Can they see?
Certainly ending the wars. We've got to stop these wars so we have a new dynamic.
How about maybe the Trans-Pacific Partnership and NAFTA, free trade agreement, do away with it? Stop making everything be made in China.
We need a new paradigm in the Middle East. I follow through on the promise that the American people following the Democratic Party to protect the Main Street economy from recklessness on Wall Street. To separate out these too big to jail, too big to fail banks, and put in place Glass-Steagall, a modern Glass-Steagall that creates a firewall so that this wreckage of our economy can never happen again.
Secretary Clinton, how would you not be a third term of President Obama?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. I think being the first woman president would be quite a change from the presidents we've had up until
True.
including President Obama.
Is there a policy difference?
Well,
But you're not the right person to lead. We need somebody like, what's her name? Elizabeth Warren. You may be a woman, Hillary, but you're not liberal.
How I would deal with college, how I would deal with a full range of issues that
You
I've
supported
been
death
talking about
penalty.
throughout this campaign.
You supported the war in Iraq.
Senator Sanders?
You were against gay
I
marriage.
have a lot of respect
Pretty
for
conservative.
President Obama. I've worked with him time and time again on many, many issues.
So do I.
But here's where I do disagree. I believe that the power of corporate America,
Exactly.
the power of Wall Street, the power of the drug companies, the power of the corporate media is so great that the only way we really transform America and do the things that the middle class and working class desperately need is through a political revolution when millions of people begin to come together and stand up and say our government is going to work for all of us, not just a handful of billionaires.
Senator Webb, how would you not be a third term for Obama?
And everyone's clapping for Bernie.
Deal with admiration and affection for Senator Sanders, but Bernie, I don't think the revolution is going to come. I don't think the Congress is going to pay for a lot of this stuff. And if there would be a major difference between my administration and the Obama administration, it would be in the use of executive authority. I came up as a committee counsel in the Congress, used to put dozens of bills through the House floor every year as a committee counsel on the Veterans Committee. I have a very strong feeling about how our federal system works and how we need to lead and energize the congressional process instead of allowing these divisions to continue to paralyze what we're doing. So I would lead working with both parties in the Congress and working through them in the traditional way that our Constitution
Senator Sanders, he cited you. You don't hear a lot of Democratic presidential candidates talking about revolution. What do you mean?
What I mean is that we need to have one of the larger voter turnouts in the world, not one of the lowest. We need to raise public consciousness. We need the American people to know what's going on in Washington in a way that today they do not know. And when people come together in a way that does not exist now and are prepared to take on the big money interest, then we can bring the kind of change we need.
Anderson, we have talked about a revolution. What we need is a green energy revolution. We need to move America to a 100% clean electric grid by 2050.
And we want to
create 5 million jobs along the way.
And we're going to talk more about climate change and environmental issues coming up. Some of the candidates have tried marijuana, as have pretty much probably everybody in this room. Others have not. Does it influence their